Good morning, everybody. I was just listening to the Nisargadatta Talks, chapters 11 through 20 again. You see, even still, I listen to it over and over and over again. So, what stood out to me right now, I'm going to actually play it for you so you can hear it. It just made me remember the first time I heard this, how utterly confused I was when I heard this. And I'm figuring if I was confused, then some of you are confused as well. This has to do with the concepts that we believe in the personhood. So I'm going to start at a timeline of 3930, and when I hear it, I'll stop it and I'll let you know. I'll explain it to you. World's tree for another day. Maharaj, you think God knows you? Even the world he does not know. Questioner, yours is a different God. Mine is different. Mine is merciful. He suffers along with us. Maharaj, you pray to save one while thousands die. And if all stop dying, there will be no space on earth. Questioner, I am not afraid of death. My concern is with sorrow and suffering. My God is a simple God and rather helpless. He has no power to compel us to be wise. He can only stand and wait. Maharaj, if you and your God are both helpless, does it not imply that the world is accidental? And if it is, the only thing you can do is to go beyond it. Dhyani. Dhyani is the supreme and also the witness. He is both being and awareness. In relation to consciousness, he is awareness. In relation to the universe, he is pure being. Questioner, without God's power, nothing can be done. Even you would not be sitting here and talking with us about him. Maharaj, all is his doing, no doubt. What is it to me? Since I want nothing, what can God give me or take away from me? What is mine is mine, and was mine, even when God was not. Of course, it is a very tiny little thing, a speck, the sense I am, the fact of being. This is my own place. Nobody gave it to me. The earth is mine. What grows on it is God's. Questioner, did God take the earth on rent from you? Maharaj, God is my devotee and did all this for me. Questioner, is there no God apart from you? Maharaj, how can there be? I am is the root, God is the tree. Who am I to worship and what for? Questioner, are you the devotee or the object of devotion? Maharaj, I am neither. I am devotion itself. Questioner. That's so beautiful. Okay, there is so much in there. This is why you have to keep listening to these over and over. One sentence from Nisargadatta can take you years to understand while you're still in the sleep. It's so important. This is why even now I still listen to his words over and over again. So here's what all that was. He's talking about God. God is his devotee. When I heard that, I was like, what? Here's what he's talking about. God is the God that we have created through religion. And it is a concept. You could see the questioner saying that his God is weak. He doesn't even have the power to make us be devoted or awake or whatever. This is what is taught through religion, that we have freedom of choice and God will not push his way through. He will gently knock and we're either going to answer the door or we're not. You know, in reality, on one level, that's true. Because waking up takes work. And it takes being uncomfortable. And a lot of people choose comfort rather than
knowing who they really are. But the God that we speak about and the God that worships Nisargadatta, it's the same God that worships me. It's the same God that worships you. It is the God of religion. We have created that God in our own image, in the personhood. And this is why you keep hearing me saying that religion was created by men in Maya to keep us in ignorance. This was everything I've been telling you in that one sentence by Nisargadatta. God worships me. You see? Because I no longer reside in that illusion. I no longer reside in the matrix. So that God worships me. Because I, in fact, created him. And he's constantly talking about the world. It's the world that we created. We have created everything here. And as I said, once consciousness leaves the form, we go back into the absolute. All of this disappears. In order for any of this to have appeared, we had to have been here first. We created all of this. So you'll hear spiritual people or spiritual teachers on the path. I used to hear my former guru say this all the time, that we create everything in our world. So if something bad happened to us, we created that. Well, that's not true. That's not true. It's how we look at what happens to us, how we react to what happens to us. If someone does us wrong, no, we didn't create that. We didn't ask for that. That's that own person's behavior, and that person needs to be accountable for their own behavior. What we create in our own world is how we let that behavior affect us. To understand that that person is dead in his sleep, and I am not this form. I am not this person. And I'm watching all of this happen, and it is like watching a dream. It is like watching a dream. People are moving about and acting and speaking and hurting each other. And this is what the questioner in here is talking about. Looking at the outer world, can you see all the sorrow? Can you see all of the bad things that are happening? And Nisargadatta's response in here was, if you look at it from the God aspect, you understand that everything is happening as it should, and therefore all is well. You see, as long as people are in the sleep, they're going to behave in bad ways. And there's no getting around it. They're going to behave in bad ways. It is sometimes the most painful things that happen to us that literally wake us up. So, in understanding that the source is perfect and nothing happens by accident, you've heard me say that over and over again on this path. Nothing happens by accident. The source is perfect. Things are spontaneous, though, in the universe. So just like if someone wants to hurt me, I have a choice. Am I going to go back at them, or am I going to see them as being ignorant and just watch it? Hope they wake up. That for me has been one of the hardest things for me to overcome, is to not be reactive. I've had so many people hurt me. I had to get through that growth process. I don't know what happened within the last couple of weeks or so. It's like the source poured some fertilizer over me, something. I've deepened so much into the self that I can really only giggle when I see these things happen anymore. I just sit here and I shake my head like, what to do. Not my problem. See? Anytime somebody has a problem with you, unless you're still dead and asleep and you've purposely done something to them, it's never your problem. You have to understand that. We're mirrors for each other, and we're all doing our own projection while we're in the sleep. So, when Nisargadatta says that this is our world, we create everything in this world, that's exactly what he means, and that is the truth. Everything that we see out there is a projection of what's going on in here, like the light shining on the screen, and we see the movie playing. It's exactly that. It's exactly that what's happening in the personhood in Maya. It's exactly that. So the big thing that stuck out for me here is that when he said that God worships him, see, and I say that too now, God worships me. It is the God of religion that we have created in our own image, in the sleep, in Maya, believing that we were this illusory person, not understanding that we in fact are the creator of everything. Because if we weren't here first, none of this would be here. Just like seeing a movie on a screen, in order to project anything on that screen, the screen had to be there first. The screen is the self, the consciousness. So in order for us to see anything out here, to project anything out here, we had to be here first. And we are that. So I hope this helped clear some of this up for you guys. But you have to see, I picked out maybe a paragraph out of that whole chapter, 10 chapters, a paragraph out of that whole 10 chapters, and what a teaching we can do on that. This is how much information is in the words of Nisargadatta. You cannot just read it once and think you understand it. I'm still reading it over and over and over again. And as I deepen in the self, I'm understanding still more and more and more and more. We're never done. Ever. We're never done. Okay, you guys? I hope that helped whoever wants to hear it. And I would encourage you to go back and listen to the chapter again. And now, having that bit of understanding, hear his words again and see what new meaning you get out of it. Okay? Have a blessed day.